Okay, today you're going to be tasked with doing the CSWA part. Make sure you understand A dimension and B dimension is 50 millimeters, 70 millimeters. Here's the material. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this detail right here. And students tend to way think this X detail here. And it's really, really easy to do once you understand how to basically tackle that problem. So I'm going to start a sketch on this surface. And I'm just going to do 2 lines. Alright. From each vertice. Now, the next thing I'm going to do my feature. I'm going to do an extrude cut. And then you're going to do this from where it's going to be what's called a thin feature from the midplane. Alright, so the line is splitting that. So it's taking that line and that thickness. So now we need to go to our print. Say, okay, this slot is basically 9.6 millimeters wide. So I will put 9.6 in there. Alright. And then we got to figure out how deep that slot is. That slot is 1.5 millimeters deep. So we'll put 1.5 in there. And accept that. And there is that feature. Much easier than you think of trying to draw that rectangle, trim everything out. Okay. The next feature I'm going to talk about is those snap ring grooves in there. And again, students tend to overthink how to create that feature in there. These are what's called the snap ring grooves. They're kind of showing it here, and then there's a shadow line back there of what that one is. A couple things. The radius of that snap ring groove is 20 millimeters. It's 1.5 millimeters wide, and it's 12.5 offset from this face. So, again, I'm not going to take time setting a plane up. I'm going to start a sketch on this face, and I'm going to use set a constraint or relation. We center this arc, and the diameter of this is going to be the 40 millimeters because they gave me a radius of 20. I'm going to go ahead and extrude cut because I'm removing material. Now from here to sketch plane, I'm going to offset this from that sketch plane. And I'm going to put it at the 12.5. Now it's coming out towards you, so I'm just going to reverse that guy. And the thickness of that snap ring groove is 1.5 millimeters. So I already have that set. And you have to take a look at, now its arrow's going this way, so we need to bring that back towards you because we used the 12.5 because they're dimensioning to the end of that snap ring groove. And that's it. And there's my snap ring groove. Alright, now one last thing. There's 2 snap ring grooves in there. So right here is a dimension 42 millimeters from this one, from the end of this one to that face of this one. And again, don't try and recreate that geometry. You already have it, so you're just going to pattern it. Up top here's a linear pattern. And again, I'm patterning the feature in the direction of being this edge. Features pattern would be this cut extrude. We're only doing 1, and it's 42. Alright, cut extrude. We're only doing 1 direction, we're not doing 2 directions. And then accept that. So if I evaluate that, I want to measure from this face. Because where does it dimension from? It dimensions from that face to that face. Okay, so I got 40.5, so I needed to add the thickness of one of those because it's supposed to be 42, so I need to add the 1.5 millimeters. So I will go back here, edit that feature, plus 1.5, accept that. Now, again, I'll measure that again, make sure that face to that face. There's my 42. All the other features in this part are easily things that you can handle.